Welcome, everybody. We're back with another episode of the Call on Me podcast. Real people, real conversations, real life. I'm Danny Danero, and of course, I got Miss Monica
Hey.
and King. So today, inquiring minds want to know.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
We bringing sex to y'all.
Ooh, we bringing y'all some sex.
I mean, this can start anywhere from the front, back, pun intended.
I don't mean no. We gonna start in the back.
I'm gonna talk real low the whole time.
You gonna put that slow jam on?
Yeah.
Okay,
Y'all
so,
get the sexy voice
so-
tonight.
And sometimes that's a part of sex, and sometimes it's not called for.
Talking, whispering in the ear.
Sexy
during.
voice. I don't want to hear that. Like I don't mind a little talking. Like, yeah, girl, you like that? But all that other extra, I don't need all that.
What, you don't want to be talked to nice? Well, come here, bitch.
Yes.
So the neighbors don't know his name.
Sometimes I like that. Depends on what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I ain't never had one with the bitches and all that shit. Ever.
Never.
Never.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Sorry.
No role play. No nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, just
not that,
calling
not
bitches and
not
shit
aggressive
like,
role play.
Not calling
Okay,
bitches
okay,
and shit like
okay.
that.
Okay.
What about, all right, if we doing names and shit, I seen, damn, what was I looking at, man? The dude was talking about he was smashing a white chick, and she called him nigga. And it was like, that was it.
He couldn't keep going.
done.
He couldn't keep going. It threw
He
him
was
off.
done. I
Did he
guess.
punch her?
Man, he said he left. So, I mean.
Stop. Instantly went down bounce.
What's acceptable, what's unacceptable?
See, I think that's a personal preference, because some things I accept, y'all wives wouldn't accept, sisters wouldn't accept.
Could you be bitch, but not dirty bitch?
I could probably be anything during sex.
Nasty whore bitch.
I mean, it's probably.
Are we in the motion?
It's
Nah,
probably
this is
what
leading up to it.
it's
No,
pro-
I can't
it's-
be none of that leading
It's probably
up to
what
it.
the mood calls for.
And then it depends on who I'm having sex with. Like, is this in love with somebody, or is this, just, hey, what you doing? Slide down on me. Yeah, bitch, I'm on my way. No, I'm just playing.
So hold on, the in love ain't the yeah, bitch, I'm on my way? The random is
I've in my marriage,
This is
This
going
gonna
to
get
sound
sticky.
real quick.
No, it's not. I've been with my husband since I was in the 6th grade. We're divorcing now, but we pretty much did whatever he wanted to do, and I was okay with that.
So you were submissive.
Very. He was aggressive. I was submissive. That worked for us. I don't think I ever really said no. Now, if I didn't like something, I would say it after, like, "Hey, we can't do that again."
Yeah.
I didn't like
Don't you
that.
ever put it back in my ear.
No, don't do that.
Nostrils.
Yeah. But I just think it depends on the woman. And then, like, with society now, so many people talk about sex, and sex is on the internet. It's group text. It's sexting. It's nudes. It's
not private anymore.
It's not a private thing.
So when do you feel like? I think for us dudes, it's been acceptable for us, to be chilling around
And talk
in
about
the
sex.
neighborhood and talk about fucking and
The
who
same
you
chick, too.
smashing and
Yeah.
everything.
And
So as you females, when do you feel like y'all got liberated, or you personally got liberated to where now you free to talk about sex? Or
well, here's the
anything
thing.
like
I've
that?
never been a female to care what anybody thinks about what I talk about. I have, like, even when Lamarck and I were younger, if we were around people, I would say little nasty stuff, and people would be like, "Oh man, what's wrong with her?" Or my friends, we openly can talk about sex. We always have. But I do think that sometimes people will think, "Oh, they're whores."
So do y'all lie about y'all numbers still?
I
Or-
never have had to lie about my
Body
number.
count.
My body count low. You got to think. My oldest son is 17. So up until the last 2 years of my life, I've been sleeping with the same man for 17 years.
Yeah, it's some of these
And-
audience that ain't never gonna make it.
Yeah. But that's what I mean, so whereas somebody may be like, "Oh, Monica's always saying this and then she's a whore." No, you can't say that, because
I think it should be free.
yeah.
Well,
no, it ain't free, but
not free, but free to talk about it.
Yeah, it's open dialogue. And then too, I think it
What
depends
about
on
time limits? A chick be like, I got to talk to him for, it's too soon.
That's her. But I'm gonna say this, and this is
Is
something.
there such thing as too soon?
In my opinion, if the nigga gonna leave, he gonna leave. Whether it's a week, 2 weeks, 90 days, 30 days. And that depends on y'all chemistry, y'all vibe. There's certain things, again, like I didn't find out about people until a year after dealing with them. 2 years. Well, we've already had sex now. So I feel like if the chemistry's there and I want to do it, I'm going to do it.
So you'll do it the first night?
I have.
I respect it. I respect it. I just was asking.
And then he came back the second night, the third night, couple months, and it
Yeah.
turned into a year,
Yeah.
you know?
It's just crazy that though when you think about first night, it's like the chick is the only one there.
Yeah.
Everybody's only concerned
About
her,
the female.
What the
giving
female
up,
does.
Like, well, the nigga just gave it up on the first.
Yeah, and
night
that's
too.
crazy to me because people are so quick to judge women,
Male
but it's like,
dominance.
I decide if you get it.
That's true.
You don't decide. You didn't get here because you came here. I invited you here.
So it's safe to say sex is better unplanned than planned. So like if you meet somebody at the club randomly, fuck, we getting out of here.
I ain't never done that.
You just say you gave it the first. Oh, y'all went on a date.
No, just first time we hooked up. But I knew him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So when he was saying first night, he was meaning
Yeah, like
first
you-
No, I
hour
ain't never did that.
too.
That ain't me. No, that ain't me.
First
like,
hour.
like I
I-
at least need to be able to find your
Met
mama
you at
house.
2
You know what I'm
a.m.,
saying?
Yeah.
4 o'clock, we at the crib.
But
But that doesn't make a woman a whore
No,
by
that's
doing that.
hey, I don't judge no women for what they do. You know
I
what I'm
think that's
saying?
an
I
immature
don't.
way of thinking.
It is an immature way of thinking because I know women who might have smashed somebody the first night and then the second guy they smashed, they was married to him, had children
Yeah.
with him, and still married. So, in my opinion, I can't judge you from that. And I know women who are very promiscuous and they continue to be, and they're not with a man. Their kids are taken care of. That's the life they live. It ain't me. It's not for me to judge.
I mean, some people are
What's
sexual
the exact definition of promiscuous?
you about to Google it?
Yeah, because I want to know.
though. It's a nice way. It's a
I mean,
nice way of
it's a
saying
negative
fast.
connotation on
It's a
it.
nice way
is.
of kind of
So is
saying.
it actually a negative word, or did we
No,
turn it into
no,
a negative
we turned it
word?
into a
But you
negative
know, we as
word.
people, we do that. We
Because I
make-
mean, promiscuous is in a sense freaky or quick. Like you know,
Quick.
you ain't.
All right, what Webster got to say? Having or involving many sexual partners, not restricted to one sexual partner or few sexual partners.
Oh,
I
so
mean, it ain't really a negative word. And I
No.
bet everybody at this table
actually, that was
brought
pretty.
up
That's
Yeah.
pretty. That
that it was.
was pretty negative if that's your girl.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I mean,
but think about
but
how many
still, you
men
just talking
say,
about
yeah.
having sex.
but look,
No, but it said.
I probably had sex with less than both of y'all, and y'all both are married. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying because y'all men.
Not
Y'all-
me. I've only had sex with one person.
Yeah, I love you, baby.
I understand that. Did you say I love you, baby? Yeah, they're good guys.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, or this, you
I
know,
married my first girlfriend.
Ever.
or this,
Ever.
like,
Seen her in math class,
that-
was like, you know what, I'm marrying her.
hey, with
Saving
you,
myself.
with you, that's damn near true
I'm
though.
saving
You've been in
myself
love.
for her.
But it's crazy because like this, I could be dealing with a guy and he could ask me for certain things. Like let's just say he asked me for some nudes.
Rent money.
No, he ain't asked me for no money. Nah, I had one of them. I had a $40 nigga before. But look,
$40.
$40. But look, he could be like, "Hey, baby, I need some nudes." You know, and I could send him nudes, and we could be, you know, I go over and he wants some oil. I could give him oil. He want to do it in the car. We could do it in the car. And then when we break up, he tell people, "Oh, this bitch was sending me nudes." Wait, I thought that's what.
Yeah, that's
We-
immature though.
Why are you
that's
changing?
immature.
And
I
I
think
don't-
after you get a certain age, like,
I believe
it
your
ain't
sex
really
life.
much to brag about.
No.
Like, we've all done it before.
But I believe your sex life should be. I mean, like you said, a certain age. It should be a point where it's private, no matter who or what or how it's for. Like it ain't. That ain't for everybody.
But when you say your sex life, what do you mean? Who you're having sex with, or
I mean,
what you do during
unsolicited,
sex?
though.
Yeah,
it
like
shouldn't be you shouldn't just run into a room
Yeah.
and just start screaming about. I mean, if that's part of the conversation,
But I'm
Right.
saying even if
and you
y'all
with
break,
your
but even if
people-
y'all break up though, don't
Yeah, like-
blast nobody though. That's
Yeah,
like, that's
I don't get
immature.
I
that.
think that shit whack too.
I don't get that. I had a girl call me before, literally hit me up on Facebook and tell me, I didn't know her. She hit me up on Facebook and was telling me that a guy I was dealing with had took my nudes to a poker game and was like showing people a poker game. So
Maybe that was a tactic to try to win.
I
'cause
don't.
you tryna-
I'm
you
just
tryna
gonna
get
say
niggas
this.
off
Like
their
I've
square in
gained some weight,
poker.
but like I don't take bad news. So if I sent you something, you know, it was about the right. But this too, I'm very particular about what I do. So like if I was sending Johnny Bravo,
There's no
a
particular
nude,
once you send it though.
I'm gonna put his name on it. He can't take his name off.
Custom.
Yeah, these is custom made nudes.
Custom
These
But
ain't
I'm
no
saying,
stock
once you send
nudes.
it, though, you have no control of where it goes.
No,
Yeah.
I don't, because I've given
Yeah.
it to you. But now you got to deal with,
That's a trust issue.
yeah, and that's what I
Trust you
mean.
to be a grown man.
Yeah,
about the
but a
situation.
lot
But
of
at the
men
end of the day, though,
aren't.
you done seen titties and pussy before.
And
so
that's
it
my
ain't
thing
like
with
that.
it. Like, why
really.
you gotta brag about? And I think a lot of
Yeah.
people want to. A lot of men and women, they want to brag about sex because one, they want you to know that they've been there before. Like women do that too.
Ego.
Oh, I used
Ours
to
is
mess with
about
him.
Ego.
Yeah.
I don't
man.
care who
It's
you mess
big
with.
time about ego, just like we were saying. When you young and you first starting out, it's so you can
Yeah,
be the big nigga on the block.
I
Like,
mean, we
yeah,
both been there, though.
Yeah, I
You
hit
you
that.
go from being a certain way to having a daughter, and then your whole mindset
That's
changes.
definitely a
I
game
mean, you may
changer.
not stop being who you are, but you're gonna handle things a little different. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like,
I
Yeah.
mean,
you know.
and you know, my mom always says stuff to me like, Monica, you act like a 16-year-old boy. You act like a 16-year-old boy. So then when I had Lauren, she was like, you gonna have to change the way you talk and the things you say, because now you have a daughter. Like my boys, I'll say stuff around there, but like, Mom, chill.
See, I wouldn't. I definitely. I had an older mama. I couldn't imagine.
But now that
my
I
mama
have
saying some
Lauren,
shit.
I don't say and do certain things. For instance, I went and had some
That's
things.
tough on the boys, man.
Well,
Shit, the
you know,
boy
they-
gonna
nah,
be.
it just depends though, cause
No,
I play like
they
I
laugh
got,
me off.
Could you
I got
imagine
daughter-
your
no, I-
mama
No, I got
talking about
I got
anything sexual,
no,
man?
no, no,
Hell
no,
Not
no.
y'all mamas.
But what I'm saying,
Mama,
But
period.
me, it's
How
different.
Son look
Like
at
my-
his mom, man.
but I've sat around. At
Look
the
at
dinner-
that.
I sat around at the dinner table with my kids and jokingly said stuff like, "Man, y'all should have been swallowed."
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like they still like you still had to let your
I have
guard
that.
down.
I don't
Danny's
know.
not having
Which
that
kids
fun.
Are you talking about?
My kids,
Which
I,
ones?
All of them.
Yeah, we all sat down and chill. And, I mean, of course, my
Yeah.
All of
younger
them.
kids didn't grab what I was talking about. My,
Yeah.
my girls
Yeah.
are older; they knew. You know what I'm saying?
Or like when I tell the boys, like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
about to
just
give me a
ain't- I probably just
boyfriend.
ain't at that level.
Asia,
Yeah,
Asia put the conversation on Snapchat. She's
Yeah.
like, "Look at my dad; he crazy."
But
I'm
but
like,
then again too, I think it introduces them into a world where they know they can talk to you about those
yeah,
things.
you got to
Yeah.
open it up a little
Because my
I
stepson,
mean, but right now, my oldest is 9.
what that's the
We ain't,
difference.
I ain't there
My
yet.
oldest is 17.
bit. Well, mine be
So
16
when he
next
wanted to go
month.
on a
Yeah, I
date,
ain't there
he
yet.
came to me with it. And, you know, we had that conversation about sex. And it's funny to me because they'll talk to their father about sex and then they'll talk to me. And the first thing they'll say is, I don't want to have kids. They automatically associate sex with kids.
That was birth control in my house.
Yeah.
I remember being younger. My mama said, "You better not bring no babies home. You
Use
gonna have
birth
to find
control."
somewhere to live."
Now I'm going to tell you the difference between
that
your
was the
mother.
only conversation.
Your
about
I
mother-
just
sex.
tell my
That was
sons,
it.
look, man, don't you ever have
Give
sex
your
without
real
a condom.
name.
No, don't you ever have sex without a
But you
condom.
got to think
'cause
about how
that's
much
when
has
it
changed.
turns.
Like
Yeah.
when we was
Oh,
when we
that
were
changes
younger,
everything.
That changes
my
the
mother
game.
didn't even talk about sex with us. It was just it was something you just don't do. You don't
Yep.
have sex.
Yep.
But you have
That's
to
the
now.
old school way.
But
of
social
thinking.
That's
media
the old school.
But then
requires you
that's
to
what-
think
and
about
then
that's
it.
what
You
you
got to
gonna
talk
look for,
about
too.
it.
Yes. I mean,
You gotta
sex
talk
is
about
on
it.
The Simpsons right now. It's on cartoons. So, yes, you have to talk to your children about sex. You know, I got 4 boys and a daughter. I'm definitely going to talk about sex. But
Yes.
there are some things that, you know, I think about, you know, we were having this conversation earlier, you know. Danny knows this. King probably don't know this, but we went to Vegas for Amber's birthday, and you know, me and my husband was drunk in the club, and I started blowing him in the club. You know, in the club in
What
Vegas.
happens in Vegas? does
Got
not
drunk,
always
went
stay
to the
in
room,
Vegas.
No, that's how-
got pregnant with my daughter. You know, and they asked before, like, do you remember when you got pregnant with us? And we skipped everybody but Lauren. But every one of my children none of them was conceived in a bed. Like, Landon was at the park. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I don't
shit.
even want to say where Levin was because, Lord,
This
forgive me.
nigga here.
But that's what I mean. Like,
Shout out
so-
to Tire Bar.
shout out to 1800.
Man, what
But-
you writing this shit down?
No, like, this is
Conception?
this is my life. Like, yeah, I know my consent, but I bet you
I think I can feel like I
y'all
know every
women,
time my kids
yeah,
was
the
born.
women know. The women know. You know your body.
I
So
think I can feel like I know every time.
yeah, you know.
my kids.
I
was born.
definitely know my kids. Them was them big.
Nope.
Them was them armor. But like
Anaya definitely was that Black Label gin when it first came out. Definitely.
just pass.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just pass.
I
Just
don't know.
He left church.
just pass. Easy pass for you. But no, like again, so Sex and Society. So last year, one day I'm sitting there watching the news, and Pike had kids screwing on the floor, where like somebody had recorded it, like
that was
sex.
that was last year.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, a year or
everything-
two ago.
Everything recorded. And nothing's off limits.
Nothing's off limits anymore. And, you know, sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes it's a bad thing because, like I said, I've sent nudes.
I don't think it's ever.
What if
good.
somebody leaks my nudes and my kids see them one day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, that
That's
could be
spooky.
that could be an issue.
That is very spooky. Or what about, do you think that, like as far as kids, they getting older, virginity, do you think it's an age thing?
I think it's a
Or
maturity
it's a
thing and pressure.
self-respect and maturity thing? Like, age doesn't
I think
matter.
that's one of the biggest
but
decisions.
don't lose your self-respect.
I
I think us having
I think
girls.
that's one of the biggest decisions of your
I think
life.
us
It
having
is.
girls, we
For a
definitely gonna
woman.
focus on the age, but I would more be concerned about self-respect.
Yeah.
For
You
a
know what I
woman.
mean?
For a woman. I think that's the biggest decision that a young girl makes.
I was afraid to lose my virginity because I was afraid of what my family would
You
think
think?
if they found out.
Well,
But
I mean,
but
it
I
depends.
also wanted to lose my virginity because the guy who I lost it to, I liked him so much, and that was the only thing we didn't do.
But I think
And it was weird.
But I
You
So
know?
was that an
but your
early?
environment and everything changes when though.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like I be looking at my kids and sometimes I get on them and I be thinking like, damn, like y'all age, it was over.
Yeah, I was
Like-
fucking.
See now
On a-
that
at my
maybe not
daughter
with my
age,
kids,
I was on
but
a
I think
regular
about my
basis.
nieces.
Yeah,
My nieces
definitely
and
your
all of that
nieces.
stuff.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
they older, and then I just be thinking like, damn, man. Even if you wasn't fucking, you might be at the movies fingering
Yeah.
or
What? That
you
was
know what I mean.
nigga,
All of that good.
You doing
stuff.
boys like this, man?
Oh
Smell
my God.
Smell my
I do people
finger.
like it at work.
I remember growing up, we was after 6th grade at my homeboy crib. His mama didn't come home for a couple hours after. We was watching pornos.
I mean,
Yeah,
but,
real
And that
sex.
was when they was.
You remember we
had to
watching
have
real
a
sex?
physical cassette.
but think about it.
Now it's on the phone.
On the
So
phone.
Just, and
XN.
grade, you
Shout out to
11 years old.
XNXX.
That was normal. How I go get it?
But just think about what you just said.
Normal shit.
It was
Yeah.
frowned upon for women to watch porn when we were younger or give head.
But the pressure
Lot of
on
It's
stuff.
but the
praised
pressure
now.
on men, on little boys,
Oh,
to
yeah.
have sex quicker.
Yeah.
is what
Oh, yeah,
puts the
that's
pressure
I
part
think
your
a lot
manhood.
of
That's your
boys,
manhood.
yeah, and I don't get that, you know, and that's something that I tell the boys now.
I
I'm
think
like,
the first time I had sex, I did it just to say I did it.
yeah,
I don't even
probably
remember,
so.
I
That's
don't
a-
remember chasing. I ain't gonna say my age because my kids might watch it, but I don't remember chasing it after my first time. I think it was
There
just
you go,
enough to
shaking
say.
it again.
Oh, my
This
bad.
dude.
It was just enough to say it. It was just enough to say I did it. Like
right.
I'm cool. You can't say I'm lying.
And-
Yeah, 'cause I
and in
mean,
all
every-
honesty,
'cause
everybody's
everybody
first
doing it,
time
or
probably
everybody
wasn't-
lying about
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
So you
I
try
had
to
some
keep
friends
up with
that was
the
lying
Joneses.
about doing it. I had some friends
Females?
yeah, but it was because so many of us were doing it. I mean, I'm the youngest out of all my friends. I'm the youngest, and some of them were like really getting it in. So they
Yeah.
like, you ain't done it yet. You ain't done it yet. Nah, I'm not doing it yet. I did this, but I ain't done that. It was a lot of pressure. Then when I did it, I'm
I
like,
didn't know that was coming from the female
The
side.
company
of
you
it.
keep.
yeah,
though. It's
I'm like,
real. It's the
well,
company you keep.
and that's what it was. And then when I did it, I'm like, the fuck was they
Yeah.
talking about? I didn't have
See,
none of that
again,
go
I don't
on.
want to keep making this personal, but I put like my daughter, and I mean, I know she's not perfect, and I'm sure she hides stuff, but we've had conversations where she was like, "Daddy, I can't." And I'm like, "Well, what happened? Oh, you know, she was cool,
Yeah.
and I liked her. Like, you know, I thought she was a good friend of yours." And she'd be
much.
like, "Daddy,"
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
didn't
and
heard
then tell
people-
me though, like openly say, I can't get associated with that. And I mean, honestly, what I'm gonna say after that, like,
Yeah.
I
So
really,
Let it
as
go.
a as
and
a
we want to high
parent,
five her, like,
Yeah.
as a parent, if you see that in terms of like, I know when dudes, you mostly talking about if you see a little nigga going the wrong way on some gangster shit or rhyming
Yeah.
or something, but as a female having daughters, so do we control if we feel like, because you're not gonna know for sure.
I'm
But
gonna
how
tell you
another
something.
little girl carry herself?
I think
Do we have the right to say?
I think most mamas
Nah,
are scared to
you're
have
not
that
fooling with
conversation
her.
though.
No, let me tell you something. My girlfriends, when I was in high school and 8th grade, was screwing. They were screwing. And their mothers were struggling to keep them on the right path. But they were my girlfriends, so I still hung with them. I mean, they was
Yeah.
running away. They was getting in cars with 19-year-olds. We was at the skating rink. They was dipping off.
Ah,
and-
that's
and-
another
and-
one.
I think what did it for me was seeing how their mothers would call my mother freaking out. Is so-and-so down there? Why can't find so-and-so? Or my mama grabbing her purse and going with them to look for their daughters. Or, I had I had one friend that was screwing so many guys that she started screwing girls. You know what I'm saying?
There's so many signs. To me,
hey, but that was her preference.
To me, there's so many signs that you can see. Like, when a teenager's rebellion, it's drugs and sex.
Or I was you.
But it was more, a lot of
like in the old days,
a lot of that was more than just, I want to have sex. It was, I want attention from my father. Or, mama, you work all the time. You don't care about what I do. You don't see me.
A lot of daddy
But my
issues.
mama didn't play that. Like, granted, I was able to I had more free time than some of my friends because my mother worked nights. But I never was screwing. I mean, that y'all would come over, we eat chicken. Keith and them be over, y'all be chilling.
Like
but
you at home.
Yeah, but I never had a guy over there and I was screwing him. I just hung with the homeboys. I just
calling me.
Go ahead, Dan.
All right, so after we thinking about kids with daddy issues and all this shit, man, it just made me think of some neighborhood shit like girls being the neighborhood head doctor. Not for real though.
I didn't have them issues.
Like
in my
real life neighborhood head doctors, and you just like, damn, what are you getting out of this? We coming in this bug like a goddamn basketball team.
See, at that age, I feel like they was just doing it to be doing it because
to be cool.
Oh, Danny want it or King want it, just to be cool to come over and chill.
Not me, baby.
But now, but adult women now, like it's a lot of women that just.
Does that still exist?
Yes.
No, I think it's. I mean,
married a while.
I think at a younger age though, it's probably more of attention. I mean, I still think that it still goes beyond sex though. Like most people going through something, regardless of at a young age. If you acting out like that, it's really a pass.
It's any kind of attention you can
get.
Yeah,
I was about to say some people look at it like any attention
from anybody that I can get it from.
And some of us took advantage of that.
Yeah.
But at a younger age, you ain't thinking.
You ain't thinking about that.
Yeah.
You're not thinking of nothing past
that she miss her daddy.
I'm about to just get what I want.
Yeah.
Right. And see, I think too, like with boys, what y'all said, I know most of the boys I know, they lost their virginity at like 12 and 13. I'm like, who was you screwing at 12 and 13?
That might be
and
a
lot
quick,
of them
but now it's damn near normal.
Well, but a lot of the guys I know, you know what they said? It was their 15 and 16-year-old friends who might have been touched or uncles was messing with them, and then that's all they did was mess with somebody else.
Yeah, it throws you off of the natural path of it.
I was 12. A lot of my homeboys was 12. Like it's almost like turning that page.
You was 12.
Yeah, but just think about it. You go back and you watch
I
Boys in the
but
Hood.
even 14.
You go back and watch. You go back and watch Boys in the Hood when Trey was going fishing. Like that's the age.
Yeah.
Like you.
I mean, like I said, we was watching
Showtime
porno with our homegirls.
Real sex.
No. Porn.
Oh, no, I wouldn't watch it porn.
Pornos with our homegirls that we grew up with in 6th grade.
Cinemax was enough.
Yeah, Cinemax was enough. That's all I had.
I told y'all before I didn't have cable.
Yeah.
So all of that was out the window.
Yeah.
But see, even that, it's crazy you said that because my grandfather, my dad's dad, we would go over his house every now and then. We'd go in the basement and we would just be playing.
You finding the tapes.
And then one day George put in a DVD and it said like my kids on it. Like it was labeled my kids. I'm not kidding. Call my mama if you think I'm playing. We put it in and literally he had a woman in a chair and he was recording her. And she's like, my name is Jackie. And my mama said, cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. Like as a child, I'm like, I want to watch the rest of that video. What is going on?
Under my uncle's bed, man, I never forget, man. We found the tape. It was called, that shit was called Booty and the Beast.
See?
Nigga, I never forget that shit.
Okay, so Booty and the Beast. Let's talk about that.
Booty
a lot
and
of people, like today, a conversation was on the internet about what do you like the most, and a lot of women was saying anal. Now, let me just say that ain't really my thing.
Interesting.
But it's interesting to me how many women openly say they like anal, and how many men say, "Well, that's gay." A man want to do another man in the butt.
When you get older, you realize
gay.
It's just sex.
Yeah, it is just sex. It is. But it's crazy to me, like
fuck's been fucking since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
No matter what you believe.
No matter what you believe in, no matter what you like, no matter if it's 2 of y'all, 3 of
And
y'all, 2 girls, married. 2 dudes. Yeah, it's sex. But those types of posts, I could write a post about, hey, I'm collecting water bottles. I'm collecting stuff for Kings football. I'm gonna get 10 comments.
That's
sex sales.
Motherfucker, write, hey, what make you come the hardest? 379 comments.
Man.
From 379 different people.
Today alone, from me writing on that post, I got 10 men sending me friend requests and 13 inboxes with, hey, I'd like to take you out, or hey, I'd like to get to know you. Why? Because you know I like toys, or because you know I like oral sex, because you know I like them things. But you don't know me. Like, I work sometimes 18 hours in a day.
So you ain't never gonna get none.
Yeah, you don't even, and any guy I have ever messed with will tell you this. I ain't messing up no money to come see you. So you gotta catch me on my day off. So if I gotta be working 3 in the morning, you can't hit me up at 8 o'clock at night the day before. I'm gonna hit you with this. Hey, you ain't got nobody else to call.
Hey,
Can't call you
when it come to that money, I mean, even growing up, like I always said I'm not the cock hand.
No.
It's never been me. When it come to money, I'm money first.
Well, growing up younger,
I ain't never chased. I ain't been tight.
Well, growing up younger, though, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was kind of like a cock hand. But I'm gonna say that to say, like, I really ain't with the, and I hang like a mug, but I gotta cut out.
Yeah.
Like, cause I ain't really, like, I go chill. Cause I always felt like, too, I know it's probably bad to say, but if you're gonna get in trouble or something, you can't really depend on them guys that's you sitting out there on that corner with. It's gonna be that chick that you cracking.
Yeah.
That's gonna have your back.
Ride with
Yeah.
you. Or that you can keep shit at the house. Man.
Yeah, that's another
I ain't
story.
even trying to get on.
So, yeah. But yeah,
because his ain't got nothing to do with sex. But
No.
the women was the ones that rolled.
You can swallow all these kids if you hold that shit at the crib.
Whoa. Swallowing children.
Check, please.
You said
See,
you want the nails
even
done?
that, I went to a party before and that came up in conversation, and a lot of women were saying they don't do that. A lot of women were saying they do that. And it was just crazy because some
They
men.
said black women don't give head.
What?
Probably not as much.
I don't care what y'all say. The right man can get a woman and do anything.
I think you missing out on a major part of sex if you not.
Yeah, and there's certain things like that I
And
say
the women that's
I'm not
not
gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna have sex with another woman. But the reason, and a man couldn't talk me into that, because even though I find women beautiful, that's not something that I desire. I don't. That's not what I want. I ain't knocking nobody who do.
But a freak is in you. That ain't nothing that nobody can.
Like, it's in me. It's certain things it's certain things that I do that probably neither one of y'all wives do.
So your perception of life is thinking a man can get you. No, that's not the case. Some people are freaks and some ain't.
Yeah, But see, here's the thing
I don't
too.
think
that
everybody
I don't
got a code to get cracked.
No.
I think some people
it's
are
in
gonna
you
be
or it's not.
who they are.
But that's like, a lot of men
some of
say
them got it inside of them, but you just ain't made it.
you just ain't made it to that level.
But
Yeah.
some people just ain't going.
And then some
I don't
people,
believe that.
some people don't.
I mean, like having, but I mean,
some people
I
don't
think it
turn.
you can
depends on
still
what
be
it is.
having sex, but I don't think everybody has it in them.
Some people don't turn that
to go
curve.
completely
Some people
crazy.
don't turn that curve until they lose who they had.
Well, that's
Or
true.
that.
Because I might have
Or
got
you
a
get
little
comfortable.
loosier.
Yeah,
or you get comfortable.
Yeah.
'Cause I think it goes like that too. Since we talking about that, I think like when you were saying women not giving head, I guarantee they accept head.
Yeah.
You know what I
guarantee
mean?
they
You'll
do, too.
accept it, so you gonna get in a relationship and not give head.
I was watching Hall Pass the other night, and they was sitting on the bench, and two white dudes
Hall
were talking.
Pass some crazy shit.
Hey man, that shit was real though. And they was sitting on the bench, and the dude was like, "Shit, if I would have known marriage, if I would have known marriage gonna turn into this, and I was gonna get."
Y'all
and
stupid.
I was gonna get less. I would have stayed single. I'm jacking.
See,
He gonna take out the trash.
see, y'all going
He
all
gotta
the way
rub. What
left.
he said? Gotta go rub one out.
But y'all gotta remember that before y'all got married and where y'all are now, y'all lives have changed. Y'all have added children. You coach. You got full-time job. You ain't out where you work.
Man.
So of
Hey,
course
I
you
don't
don't have
give a damn what you talking
time.
about. Hey,
You don't have time.
nigga always got time for some head,
You
boy.
ain't got-
No, I think
this fool in tears.
I think
King is in tears right now.
Dude,
I think-
crazy.
I think as a man, no matter how much, because the way we built, no matter how much sex you have, you could always have more.
Period point blank.
I think sometimes
No.
with us men, it could be an insatiable appetite.
And men want to be wanted just like women want.
Nah, I
to be
do
wanted.
believe that. I do believe that.
It just seems so soft to
It
say.
seems soft as
but-
hell to say, but it's the truth.
I mean, we built on.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever
At the
told a
basis
woman
of it,
no?
like we said
have you ever
before,
told? Have you ever told a woman no? You don't want to have sex with her? I'm serious. See, I'm done with you. No, I'm serious.
I've had a headache.
You
at
ain't
times.
never told a woman no.
Who is this woman? Oh shoot!
I've had a headache a time or two.
Daddy, you ain't never told a woman no.
Oh.
Like, man, I'm not about to go fuck with this bitch.
Daddy plead the fifth.
You ain't never said, man, I'm not fucking
Nah, I'm
with this bitch.
just saying, as a dude, you know, because you said you kind of touched on it earlier.
I'm
The
done with y'all.
woman
No, don't
pretty
touch
much
me.
is in complete control
Yeah.
over if you
I agree.
if you getting sex or not.
Yeah, like
So
like,
if you know she got the power to say yes or no, and she say you better come get
That ain't what I asked
turn
you.
down
No,
for what?
that's not what she's saying. Have you ever said
No,
that?
I'm saying you not saying no.
So you ain't never said no.
Because yes ain't guaranteed.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
I mean,
So
but you
shit.
ain't never had a motherfucker offer you a shot and you didn't want it.
You ain't never.
Yeah, I mean it's
you
something
ain't
like
never
that
been,
that
you ain't never been asleep at 5 in the morning. You
But
just
it'll
really
probably-
been an hour.
But it'll probably be more about. It's not about not wanting to have sex. It's probably something that's attached to
To
it.
her. See, and that's what I
You
mean.
used to
not,
mess with
not all
such
men
and
think
such,
about
or
that.
we
Not all men think about that.
cool.
Who?
You know what I mean?
Nigga, you, excuse him.
King,
Excuse
you
him,
ain't never
followers.
said no.
To who?
Any All right, we gonna jump topic
This is
for
before-
some shit,
hey, this-
for
nah,
some furniture be moved
nah,
over
nah,
here.
shit.
Never mind, never mind, never
Nah,
mind. Listen,
Nah, we talking
I
about
had-
younger days.
I
we
had,
talking about
I
younger
had a
days.
dude that I was never
No,
telling
I'm
no.
You not hear what I'm
Young.
saying?
I know, I heard
Being
you.
young,
I
I'm
follow
trying to
you.
think.
Yeah, you saying
I got
no?
you,
No,
bro,
I'm saying no.
trust me.
It's no man's gonna say, "Oh, I'm not gonna have sex with you because I slept with your friend." Come the hell on.
I ain't
That's not
talking
what
about.
I'm
I ain't talking
saying.
about friend. I'm talking about like.
I don't give a damn if it was her sister. You
I
cracking.
don't know.
I could have said with your.
I'm trying to think.
I could have said with your mama.
What
No,
make
Go get
what
you
make
some,
it off
and
limits?
You sexy? I'm
Yeah,
cracking.
wait, so you telling me men
Or
don't
in
have
a
limits on
relationship.
sex? You screwing? You was
Ain't no man gonna say no. I'm not sleeping with you because I used to mess with your sister back in the day. He's cracking. Now, if I was married to you and then your mama come on to me, you might think differently. But you ain't about to. Ain't no man. Man, come on, man.
I mean, I need to know.
I mean, I've had.
Niggas trying to come back and say I cracked her and her sister, bro.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
But why is a
damn
nigga
near
trying to
going
come
back to the block
But why
talking about
again?
cracking
That
both
is for
sisters.
relevance. That is for relevance.
Ego,
Some people,
yeah.
so even as
But
a
I'm saying
grown
ain't
adult
no man
man,
gonna say no to that.
man, I know men that'll tell
There,
a motherfucker no.
there's some situations where you gonna say no, even single.
I've been hey, the first time
All
a
right, tell me
dude
one.
told me no, it fucked my pride up.
Enlighten me and my followers.
one of your closest people's girls or old girls, serious girls.
Oh, okay.
Not like
I get that.
all right, he cracked.
Come on,
it.
damn,
I
King, why
get that.
take you so
I
long
ain't-
to think about
No,
that?
I get that. Cause I was trying to think of
Nah,
what you
he's
was
The
saying.
logic.
He thinking
Man,
about.
he is in real tears,
he
man.
Thinking,
Cause y'all
I had to
crazy,
wipe
man.
them out because that shit was hilarious. That nigga said to who? No, I'm saying, he thinking about such and such cracked, so I ain't gonna crack. I'm
Yeah,
talking
I'm-
about like a deep relationship.
Yeah.
Some they off limits.
No, I got you.
You
So-
know what
I
I
got
mean?
you there.
So y'all was screwing
No,
y'all
but we
buddies,
saying
girls,
that. No, we
ex
saying
girls.
Girls.
No.
Nah.
We talking.
At least not without or your buddy's family.
But you talk.
Now let me tell you something.
you gotta get go
Y'all,
get permission.
y'all screw
Nah,
each other's
you-
cousins and shit.
you
Nah,
don't get permission.
But you talking about friends that would like Danny can go to my house and sit at my house and I ain't got to be there and won't even on my way.
Well, that's
So
your
a
wife.
different
That's
feeling.
different. But I mean, like, yo.
No, even before that. Though.
Okay.
It didn't matter.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
But again, my question was, have you ever told a woman no? Like, I don't want to fuck her because she like me too much, or I don't want to fuck
is
with
this
her
in
'cause she
person or
gossip
is this
too
on the
much.
phone?
Never mind, fucking.
Because she gossip too much.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because you might have had a girl at the time, and if you smash her, you know it's gonna get back to your girl.
Nah.
Yeah.
That nigga said gossip too much though.
This conversation's all over the place, but all I'm trying to say.
Hey,
is-
we talking about sex,
but this
because
is
there's
how
so
deep
many
sex
things.
It is so
Yes.
much shit, and we ain't. There's no way we gonna even scratch the surface.
No, not
of
a
how
sex.
many other topics
Oral
that
sex,
you could talk
nudes,
about.
sexing on the phone.
You and these nudes.
Hey, I love nudes. I'm a nude sitting motherfucker. I got like
Niggas
500.
like the news.
I got like 500 in my phone. You know, hey, I'm telling y'all don't get none. That's why y'all ain't geeked up about it. It's niggas
Oh,
that
shit.
love nudes. Okay.
I don't know, cause I mean, I've even me,
I don't know because I can watch
even like
Pornhub for no
strip
reason.
clubs
But that's
never
the
really
same
did nothing to
thing.
me.
Well, see,
Just
I couldn't never
really
get into
cared.
that.
But I mean,
like,
that's another level.
I love
of
the atmosphere of strip
sexual
club, but I
arousal.
don't get dances. How crazy is that?
I used to just go for moral support.
I love the
And
atmosphere
chicken-
of strip club,
and
but I can
chicken
never
for
say that.
real.
I just buy dances and shit. I've never been that type. Anybody know me? We all went. I ain't never been like, yeah, come dance on me. Like, but I go and I throw money more you on the pole than I
throw
will
money.
you dancing on me.
Nope.
But no, Danny doesn't throw any money.
Sorry.
He's there for the chicken.
I don't care. I think mine was more based on the thought of why would I pay for this, and when I leave, I can just call somebody.
Yeah, I get it. Why you paying
And
for
do
that
this.
when you leave?
Well, I mean, you
Not
paying for
necessarily
okay.
paying for that. I'm probably not even going
Here's
to
another
dinner.
subject.
Listen,
No,
You paying for pussy regardless.
Pussy is free. No.
nah, you.
Yet, listen.
Not all of it.
Majority of it
Not
is
all
free.
of it.
It comes with perks.
The first one ain't free.
But-
usually, the first one ain't. It's a drink, a sandwich,
Something.
motherfucker.
You just
Yeah, I
pay
ain't living
something.
life
Bubble
right.
gum.
You done
Pussy
did
is
something.
free. It's free.
I don't want
Come
no
on,
free
man.
pussy.
You taught me that. It's free.
Nah, I'm saying, but when you think about it, you paying for it indirectly.
Yeah, and I don't want no free pussy.
You just told me you don't never say no.
But I don't want no free pussy.
See, that's the one he said. Man,
Free? That's
I mean,
probably,
everybody.
yeah, that's free. No, that, I don't want to. I mean, a nigga got to chase to go out or
Hey,
You didn't
man,
have
drink
some
or
free pussy
something.
before.
I'm sure I
everybody
had.
didn't have some free.
But I'm
You just
saying-
don't want it.
free, but you've also had some that you indirectly paid for.
Yeah.
You got some you indirectly paying for.
Whether it been to go out or date, have a drink,
Hey,
whatever.
hey, it's some funny shit that just be popping in my mind, and I just gotta keep rolling because I just been on y'all for years.
Thank
It's just
God.
Like, you know,
You pay for that condom, that cost you. Some of that pussy cost.
something.
if you used it.
Y'all ain't
Pulling
even
up
use
in
the
another
condom.
nigga hood, that cost.
That definitely.
Shit. That shit cost.
Yeah, you had to get
you
the-
beefing with these niggas and you sliding down.
Oh
and
my
that,
God.
I mean, you can lead it to that. What niggas will do
For some
for
pussy.
some pussy.
Oh boy.
Lord have mercy on they souls, cause boy.
All that for
But when you
$5.
was-
And that's one even the most reserved nigga that does some crazy
But when you
shit.
were
all
younger,
that
did
for
you do some
five.
crazy
All that
stuff?
for 5
Every
minutes.
nigga in the world has done some shit. Like, it might not be crazy to us, but for who they are,
Yeah, it's crazy,
crazy
to them.
shit that they would normally never do.
I done some dumb shit for some shots before.
I done did some stupid shit for some coochie.
Man.
Stupid
Coochie.
is stupid is stupid is
Bruh,
stupid.
sneaking in places. I mean, even with your wife or
I
your
was
husband, you
15.
probably
I
done
was
some
I was
crazy
15 years
shit.
old, and if she followed me, I apologize. Just don't like this comment. But if I remember being 15 years old, leaving my grandma's house, going around the corner, doing my thing. 15 years old on the girls' floor, and the daddy came downstairs.
Nah, bruh.
I thank God that it was just a lot going on that he couldn't get to me.
It was a. Man, I don't know what kind
I
of lives
mean,
y'all
in
was
a
living.
story like that, and then just think of all the crazy shit you've done and didn't get it.
But hold on though, bro.
Think about all the situations and
My-
you don't
hold
even
on.
get it.
But
This
my
is the
dumb
life
ass
of a
tried-
nigga.
My dumb ass
For
tried to
real.
stick around to knock back on her window.
See, something was wrong with you.
That's
Something's
the
wrong with
crazy
you.
part.
That's
30
crazy
minutes
shit.
later, man.
Yeah,
That's
something
the-
wrong
that's
with you.
Crazy.
That is the crazy part of
stupid.
it.
But with age,
But
you
man, hey,
growth.
when your mans get to talking,
Yeah, I wasn't done.
hey, it's tough. It's
I
tough.
wasn't done.
It is tough.
Lord, I hope my children are smart.
And then just think about it though. Like your sons. I, mean,
No.
I ain't trying to call them out, but at their age, you know how much checking out. I would make them buy tissue.
Hey, we went to dinner.
Hey,
Peep
man,
this
that
out. We went to dinner. Now, like I tell you this, we went
Hey
to
man,
dinner.
on Breakfast Club, man,
I'm done
Sherry,
with y'all.
what is that? Sherry Shepherd, man,
Yeah.
she was talking about all the lotion she had to buy at the crib.
Hey, don't make me sick, y'all.
Hey,
But
so
we
boy,
went to dinner
Like
for
the hall
Landon's
pass, you gotta
birthday.
rub one
Landon,
out.
we were at dinner for Landon's
Young.
birthday. Isaiah brings his
I
little
had-
brother.
I had sex with
His-
every chick that I went
Hey,
to school.
bro.
all in the swab
They-
bottle.
They thinking I ain't hit that. They body count high as hell.
Man, I got boys. Y'all messing me up, man. Y'all messing me up. Something wrong with y'all. Something's wrong with y'all. See, girls didn't do stuff like that.
Well, you a lie.
They do it now. They might not have did it earlier.
I do a
like,
lot
but
of
they
things
do it
now that I didn't do then.
Because it's the same thing. The chick that didn't want you in high school ended up back and back
Want
around.
you now. The slow ones at the beginning.
Back then, they didn't want
It's
me. Now I'm hot.
promiscuous
They all
now.
on
New
me.
word. Shout out to promiscuous.
Shout out the website.
Hey man,
You gotta look that up in
shit's
the other
real.
dictionary.
Hey, we gotta revisit sex, man, because this is probably gonna be like an 18-part series.
a sex.
We need a special guest.
Real
on
We
that.
gonna constantly have
Yeah.
guests, man, and we could just touch on different shit, pun intended. This shit's nuts, man. So, go ahead, Annie.
Well, I married my first girlfriend, so
Is it gay if a man like his ass licked? I mean, I don't eat. I don't.
That's
eat
why I was
On
trying
the
to get.
next episode.
Yeah, that's what,
that. No, I'm asking.
that's why I'm trying to get us out of here. Cause I knew she's not done, y'all.
I like to know.
Hey, but sex is real.
You ain't gonna answer the question.
Sex is real. Sex is important.
I ain't with it. I can just say me. I ain't with it.
As a man,
I
don't
don't
touch,
want no
don't touch my
It's a
I
man.
ass.
didn't pinch my ass.
I
don't
feel-
even.
I feel
If
like
I'm
it's
hitting a missionary, don't grab my ass.
I feel like
I
it's some
don't-
older men, like when I'm on Facebook, they be like, I like that shit. Like older, like 40 and 50s, they like that ass age. But I
Well,
just can't see
I'm-
myself
I'm
licking no man's
35
ass.
and don't even grab my ass when I'm hitting a missionary.
Don't grab my ass, period.
Yeah, it's just
being
it's-
funny, don't grab my
yeah.
ass.
He slapping bitches.
yeah. So in conclusion, I have nothing to say because Monica just ruined it.
Monica, how you?
I like
what's
my
your
ass.
final
Hey,
thoughts?
shit, lick all my ass. I like that shit.
That
That's
wasn't
it.
Ooh, you thought your inbox was
shit.
popping tonight, boy. Wait till this thing
Man,
drop.
these niggas be
Oh,
lying. They
shit,
don't really
man.
be
Final
licking
thoughts,
ass.
man.
They be like,
Hey, sex is free, like Monica said.
free.
Hey, do
Be
what
safe.
you do. Do what's
Strap
safe
up.
for you. Strap up if you don't want no kids or no
Get them checkups.
no escape diseases, man. And
Obviously,
shit,
if you're
protect
paying for
yourself.
pussy, you pussy.
And once again, it's been another bomb ass episode of the Call on Me podcast. We'll see y'all next time.